Hello everyone, this is Apeksha. In this video, I'll be sharing summary and characters analysis of Mrs. Dalloway, a novel by Virginia Woolf. So let's begin this video, and first of all we will see some important key points of the novel. There are two stories in the novel. The first story is about Clarissa Dalloway and the second story is about Septimus Warren Smith, and both stories goes parallel, but the characters don't know each other. Next, the novel has been written in a stream of consciousness technique. This is a psychological fiction. The story of the novel describes the year 1923, and the setting of the story is 1923 in the month of June, and it describes only one single day in the life of the protagonist Clarissa, and the day was Wednesday. The storyline describes that the protagonist Clarissa is preparing for a party. So the story begins from morning and it ends in evening. The novel was written in 1924 in a garden shed at Monk's house in Sussex. It was published in 1925. It was written in 1924 and it was published in 1925. It describes a single day in Clarissa Dalloway's life, and there are 12 sections in the novel. Generally, novels are divided into chapters, but this novel has not been divided into chapters. It has been divided into sections, and each section describes 1 hour of the day. As I told you that the story describes the time from morning to evening. Okay, so these are some important points of the novel. Let's see some important characters of the novel. The first main character is Clarissa Dalloway. She is the main protagonist, you can say, and she is 51 years old lady. Clarissa Dalloway is wife of Richard Dalloway. Richard Dalloway is a member of parliament, and he is very influential person. He is very renowned person, and they both have one daughter whose name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth Dalloway is 17 years old, and she loves dogs, and she is not like her mother. Septimus Warren Smith. This is the another character, and as I told you that there are two stories in the novel. The first story is about Clarissa and her family. It describes Clarissa, and the second story is about Septimus Warren Smith. Septimus is a uh, World War First soldier. He has fought in war. He has been suffering from a disease, a mental disease that's named shell shock, right? Lucrezia Smith is the wife of Septimus Smith, and she is from Milan, Italy. Peter Walsh is the old suitor of Clarissa Dalloway when she was young and she was in Boston. Sally Seaton is a old friend of Clarissa Dalloway. Doris Kilman. Doris Kilman is a tutor of Elizabeth Dalloway, and Doris Kilman is a history teacher. She is about 40 years old. Evans is a dead soldier, and he died before the war ended. And here we are talking about World War First. Septimus and Evans, they both took part in World War First. Next is William Bradshaw. So William Bradshaw is a renowned psychiatric in London. Dr. Holmes is a general practitioner, and he was not able to cure the mental disorders of Septimus. That's why he recommended William Bersher to Septimus, because he is a psychiatric. Lady Breton is a friend of Miss Dalloway's family, and she is 60 years old lady. Aunt Helena is about 80 years old. She is 80 plus actually, and she is a botanist, and she is aunt of Clarissa. Ellie Henderson is the cousin of Clarissa Dalloway. Mrs. Filmer, she is the neighbor of Septimus Warren Smith and Lucrezia Smith. She is a neighbor of Smith family. And she is the only friend of Lucrezia Smith in London, because Lucrezia was from Italy, and she didn't have any friend in London except Mrs. Filmer. Daisy Simmons is a fiance of Peter Wash. Mr. Brewer is Septimus' boss, and Jim Hutton is a poet at Dalloway's party. There are two more characters in this novel. Hugh Whitbread. Hugh Whitbread is an old friend of Clarissa, and his wife Evelyn Whitbread. And these two characters are also very important. So now let's discuss about the summary of this novel. Mrs. Dalloway is a novel by Virginia Woolf, and it takes place in a single day. The entire story of the novel uh, starts and ends only in a single day, and the day was Wednesday in mid-June in 1923. The novel interweaves two unconnected storylines during this day. The first story is about Clarissa Dalloway, and the second story is about Septimus Warren Smith. Septimus Warren Smith is an old veteran of World War I. At the beginning of the story, we see that Clarissa Dalloway has recently recovered from an illness, influenza, and she is preparing for a party she will host that evening. So she asked her maid Lucy. Lucy is her maid. So she asked Lucy about the flowers, but flowers were missing, and Lucy had too much other work, so she herself goes out to purchase the flowers. Now, when she goes out and she is on her way, she began to think about her boyfriend Peter Wash. She could not stop memories from rushing over her. Actually, she knew that getting married with Richard was right, because Peter would not have given her any independence, but still her refusal, that she refused Peter Wash, sometimes bothered her. Then she entered the Bond Street and went to Mulberry Florist. Where did she went? She went to Mulberry Florist, right? Where she met Miss Pym. She is the florist, and suddenly they both listened a pistol-like sound from the street, and this loud noise had come from a motor car. At the same time, okay, at the same time, Septimus was there in the street. As I told you that this novel contains two stories. The both stories go parallel. Okay, the first one is about Clarissa and the second one is about Septimus. They don't know each other. So here we get introduction of Septimus. He is also in the street, and what happens when he heard the pistol-like motor car sound, he became terrified. Actually, he was there with his wife Lucrezia. Septimus had a mental disease that's called a shell shock. So he became horrified by the noise, and he also saw an aeroplane. Aeroplane was making letters in the sky with smoke, and it was just an advertisement of a company. Septimus believed that letters were signaling to him. Actually, Septimus had the problem of hallucination. So many times his dead friend Evans is calling him, and he felt that words are talking in different strange languages. So so these are all the result of his hallucination problem, right? Next, we see that Razia and Septimus went to Zezin Park from the street, and Clarissa returned to home where she found Richard had been invited to lunch by Lady Bruton. Lady Bruton is an old lady and she is a friend of Dalloway family. Actually, Lady Bruton has invited Richard to make him write a letter for her regarding her immigration issue to Canada. And Lady Bruton has not only invited here Richard, but there is one more character, Hugh Whitbread, right? So she invited both of them, and she want the advice of Richard Dalloway about the letter what she should write, and she want that Hugh Whitbread should write a letter for her because her writing skills are poor. On the other hand, we see that Clarissa went upstairs to her room and thought back to her old best friend Sally Seaton. Actually, when Clarissa was in Boston before her marriage, she had a friend, Sally Seaton, and Clarissa was attracted towards her friend, and once they both shared a kiss. Clarissa was much influenced by Sally that under her influence she started reading Plato because they both wanted to change the world. Then Clarissa came out of her thought and took her green colored dress downstairs to mend because she wanted to wear that dress in the evening party. Then what happened? Suddenly her door opened and Peter Wash. Okay, Peter Wash entered. Peter was an old suitor of Clarissa Dalloway. She welcomed him and they began the conversation. Clarissa asked him if he remembered Bolton, but Peter didn't reply because it pained him to remember as it reminds him of Clarissa's refusal. He felt that Clarissa had changed since marrying Richard, and Peter told her that he was in love with a girl in India. He had come to London to help her in divorce because he loved a girl whose name is Davy, and she is taking divorce from her first husband. That's why Peter had come to London to help her. Then Peter suddenly started crying, and Clarissa comforted him and wished him good luck with Daisy. Then Peter asked Clarissa if she was happy with Richard Dalloway. Then what happened? Suddenly, Elizabeth, daughter of Clarissa, entered the room. Peter greeted her and said goodbye to Clarissa, and Clarissa invited him for the evening party. He accepted the invitation and rushed out. Peter never enjoyed Clarissa's party actually. Peter compared St. Margaret's Well with Clarissa as the hostess. He had never liked the people like the Dalloways and Whitbread. He went to Regent Park and sat there. He became lost in the memories when he and Clarissa were together and how suddenly Clarissa left him and married Richard Alloway. He also remembered how Clarissa's friend Sally Seaton unexpectedly married a rich man, Mr. Rosset, and she was the only friend of Clarissa whom Peter liked most. On the other hand, we see that Lucrezia is sad and dejected. Who is Lucrezia here? Lucrezia is a wife of Septimus Smith. Lucrezia thought why she should suffer because of Septimus. When Septimus saw Lucrezia that Lucrezia no longer wore her wedding ring, he thought that their marriage was over. Explain, she tried to explain that her finger had grown too thin, but he did not listen. Then Lucrezia asked him to go back, but Septimus imagined Ivan's voice from backside, and Lucrezia didn't like it. She told him that she was unhappy. Actually, when Septimus was young, he was a different person. This all happened with him after the World War First. At his young age, he loved a woman who lent him some books on Shakespeare, and he loved poems, and he became a poet. He was one of the first volunteers for the army in World War First, and he became a close friend of his commanding officer Evans, who died just before the war ended. Here, I would like to mention that Septimus is a unique figure in literature because he was one of the first characters to show horror and trauma of World War First. Virginia Woolf doesn't depict him as a hero but rather as a sufferer and survivor of war. Okay, now come back to the story. We see Septimus and Lucrezia both went to see Dr. Holmes. He's a general practitioner and he found nothing wrong with Septimus. He knew that Septimus was suffering from the problem of cell shock, so he advised Lucrezia to see Dr. Bradshaw. Dr. Bradshaw was a renowned psychiatric of London. So Lucrezia and Septimus took an appointment that afternoon. After meeting Septimus, Bradshaw figured out that Septimus had suffered from a mental breakdown. He told Lucrezia that Septimus needed a long rest in the country to make a balance in his life. He thought that there is a lack of proportion in his life. Now come back to Clarissa's story. As I mentioned that Richard Dalloway was invited by Lady Breton for lunch. After having lunch, he bade goodbye to her and asked her to join evening party. Actually, when Richard was at Lady Breton's house, she asked about Peter and suggested Richard to show his love to Clarissa. So, when he was on the way to home, he saw a florist and decided to buy red and white roses for his wife Clarissa. When he reached home, he saw Clarissa was very annoyed. She did not want to invite her boring cousin Ellie to the party, but she invited her out of courtesy. When she saw Richard with flowers, she said nothing but she understood, and she told him about Peter's visit. Richard held her hand and then rushed to a committee meeting. Clarissa felt very uneasy because both Peter and Richard didn't like her party. At the same time, Elizabeth, daughter of Clarissa, entered with Miss Kilman. Miss Kilman is a tutor of Clarissa. She is a history tutor of Clarissa. Actually, both Miss Kilman and Clarissa did not like each other, but Miss Kilman loved Elizabeth. Elizabeth told Clarissa that she and Miss Kilman were going to the Army and Navy surplus stores for shopping. As they left, Clarissa yelled after Elizabeth to remember her party. After shopping, Miss Kilman suggested that they must have tea. Elizabeth paid her bill and she left from there. Actually, Elizabeth enjoyed being outdoors alone and decided to take a bus ride. While sitting in the bus, she began to think about her future. She planned to become a doctor or a farmer. Now the story shifts to Septimus. Both Septimus and Lucrezia designed a hat. They were very happy. They cracked jokes. Lucrezia asked Septimus if he liked the hat, but Septimus slowly slipped from the reality. He just stared at hat. He remembered that Bradshaw had said that he would need to separate himself, but Lucrezia promised him that no one would separate her from him. At the same time, Dr. Holmes reached their home. Lucrezia stopped him from seeing Septimus. Actually, he went there to take Septimus to asylum. When Septimus saw him, he became afraid. He thought he would kill him or would snatch his soul. He tried to escape and threw himself out of the window. On the other hand, Peter received a letter from Clarissa at the hotel, and she wrote that she had loved seeing him, but Peter wished that she would just leave him alone because Clarissa had already refused him. Now he thought of Daisy, whom he wanted to marry. and he decided to attend Clarissa's party. Finally, after some time, he left the hotel and reached the party. Guests were arriving, and Clarissa greeted each one. Clarissa felt superficial when Peter looked on, and Peter saw Ellie Henderson. Ellie Henderson is the poor cousin of Clarissa, and she was there at the corner. Peter was very kind to her, and he said hello to her. Suddenly, Sally Seaton arrived. Sally Seaton, as I have mentioned, that she was an old friend of Clarissa. Actually, Sally Seaton suddenly came there, and she was not invited. She came suddenly, and Clarissa was overjoyed to see her. Then Prime Minister joined the party, as we have discussed that Richard was a member of Parliament, so he had good relations with Prime Minister. That's why he reached the party. Then the Bradshaw entered, and Lady Bradshaw told Clarissa about Septimus. She told that a young man who was the patient of her husband had killed himself by committing suicide. Clarissa get annoyed with Lady Bradshaw because she introduced her to her party, and she went into a little empty room. When Clarissa was in the room, she saw out of the window and noticed an old woman was preparing for bed. She felt that Septimus made the right choice because she understood the choice of suicide. She thought that her busy life and parties, they all are futile. They are nothing. She praised the purity of Septimus' soul, and she went back to the party, and there her presence made Sally and Peter happy again. And the novel ends here. I hope you like this video. If you want to watch more videos like this, you can subscribe my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get notification of all my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.